about which one is better, more noble. It's about what is suitable to you. Be greedy when others are fearful. Be fearful when others are greedy. It means when people rush to buy stocks, that's where you don't want to buy or you sell to them. When stocks go down, that's where you go in and buy low.
Good company doesn't mean that you need to find the growth stocks. You just make sure that the income statement is positive. There is a lot of stocks that you can perform swing trades or short-term trades, but there is less than 10% that you can perform long-term investment.
I would definitely recommend anyone to join the event, not just once, but maybe more than once in any scale, whether it's going to be smaller than this or bigger than this, because the more you learn and the more you listen to these things repeatedly, it becomes more practical for you to apply.
First impression is they are really helpful to teach people, find out what they need, how to improve.
When I look at stocks, I always look into the three things. In stocks, I always look at is this the right business model? Is this the right management team that will bring this business to the next level? And the third thing is this the right price?
What I feel is the whole seminar has been professionally conducted. I feel warm. I met many other investors with a similar thinking. So bringing these people together has given me a network now. So I look forward to working with this team.
You're one seat away! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me live today as we have the battle of stocks versus crypto. Today, I have with me my guest, our honored guest, Mr. Jonathan Quek. And a little bit backstory about Jonathan Quek is I actually met him 11 years plus ago. And he is the reason why I start investing. Seriously, this is the guy, if you have been watching my content, if you have been listening to my sharing on stocks, like if we talk about karma, he is the one that started this karma, right? That I went to his free sharing back in 2013 at University Malaya. I think free or very cheap price, I forgot already, but it's an offline event. And there he shared about like there's this thing called value investing, who is Warren Buffett. And the me back then was super confused about stocks, about investing. I don't know where to start. And after that talk, I get an idea of, oh, value investing. Okay, if general election market crash, maybe I look for something that I like, I understand, and I buy. And I took action. And that's how I made my first profit from Padini. So today you're going to learn from my first investment mentor, Mr. Jonathan Quek, who's today very active in crypto. He's here to share with me. Actually, I'm still learning from him again right now. Now, before I invite him out, let me play a short video about him.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Quek. I'm one of the co-founders of Future Trends. So by the time I graduated, I left Malaysia. I went to Singapore to join the financial industry. I was there for around 4 years as an independent financial advisor, and I came back to Malaysia at the age of 25, and I started the first gold and silver trading company that was selling physical gold and silver bullion online. And at the point of time, I was also into financial education, where I was a part of this project where we launched the Bursa Young Investor Club for the Stock Exchange of Malaysia. So I was very much a traditional finance person dealing with stock market, gold and silver. However, at the age of 30, someone introduced me to the concept of cryptocurrency. And when I first understood cryptocurrency, I was very amazed because I've never seen anything like this in the investing world. So I started dwelling into cryptocurrency as an investor, as a trader. I made some money, but I also lost a lot of money. And I actually went through a whole two bull runs throughout this entire cryptocurrency journey. Now, why am I in financial education today is because I always wonder, why is it that we use money from the day we are born till the day we die? But throughout our whole academic education, from primary school to secondary school till university, there's little or nothing being taught about money. And I think that's the reason why most people struggle with money. So I'm very obsessed with financial education because I firmly believe most family problems starts with money. And if you can solve this problem, this helps to create a happy family. So Future Trends was started because Desmond and I, we were discussing. We were saying, why is it that there's so many people out there who falls into investment scams. And at the same time, we also notice there's many people out there who are obsessed with learning, but yet they are being manipulated by gurus who are out there to complicate stuff so that they can upsell you their high-level courses. So we started discussing and we said, what if we can share our analysis, research, our strategies and tactics, and even all these softwares and tools that we use to analyze the market that help us to become a full-time investor and trader. And from there, we managed to kickstart Future Trends. Future Trends started off with Desmond and myself, where we started sharing with our community about how can they become a full-time investor and trader too. And over the years, we have managed to incubate many of our members who have also become full-time investors and traders. So today, many of our coaches are here to be a part of the entire Future Trends community to guide new members on how you too can become a full-time investor and trader. So I will say that Future Trends is no longer about Jonathan and Desmond. Future Trends is now a community of full-time investors and traders, helping other aspiring full-time investors and traders. We started Future Trends in Malaysia for the Chinese community. Over the years, we have managed to grow to the English community as well. Today, Future Trends is beyond just Malaysia. We have community members from Singapore, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and now the Middle East as well. Our objective, our mission is very simple: to create a full-time investor or trader in every family. Why is that important? Because only when you are a full-time investor and trader, you can have financial security. You can have the freedom to do anything you want, wherever you want, with whoever you want. And why do we emphasize family? Because at the end of the day, why do you want security and freedom? It's for your family. Many investors and traders ask me, Jonathan, what should I buy? Should I buy Ethereum? Should I buy Bitcoin? Should I buy Dogecoin? What should I invest in? Now, in my opinion, all of them can make you returns. But at the end of the day, when you invest in your mindset and your knowledge and your skill set, that's where you get infinite returns.
All right. So thank you everyone for joining us live. And hi, Jonathan.
Hi guys. If you guys can hear me, can you guys type on chat 1 so that I know that my mic and everything is okay?
Type in 1 if
Seems
you can
like
hear. I can hear.
Yeah. Are you guys able to hear me? Okay, good. Thank you so much, Ian Teo, Chloe, Ryan, Kong Lee. Okay, very good. Okay, cool. Let's start. First of all, thank you so much, Meng Teck, for having me here. Yeah, I'm so excited to go into this debate, stocks versus crypto.
Yes, first of all, I want to thank you for supporting my event by coming here as a guest speaker. Really, it's my 10-year anniversary of teaching stocks. So it's like 10 years, like a milestone. And it feels so meaningful, so special that my milestone 10-year teaching stocks, I have my first investment mentor coming here. However, today, I'm not going to go easy on you because the topic here today is stocks versus crypto. So I will be challenging in terms of asking you, like, why are you investing in crypto? And I'll share with you, like, what are my skepticism, as a lot of people are skeptical about crypto as well, not just me. Actually, some people, when they hear about, like, day 2, you guys are going to talk about crypto, I don't want to come, right? So, like, first of all, I don't believe in crypto. I personally have not believed when Bitcoin was starting and have not even believed now. But one thing I have to admit is recently, Bitcoin has been acting a bit like gold. So seems like, even though I don't think this thing is like logic, but somehow it's like taking shape. Okay, maybe we start with this simple thing. What do you think about this first?
I think Bitcoin is always being equated as digital gold. And guys, I want you guys to know, although today I'm standing at the side of crypto, I started off as a value investor. I started off admiring investors like Buffett and also Munger. Till today, Munger is still my idol. So I believe a lot in the value investing principle. But I know one thing: Buffett and Munger says that crypto, Bitcoin is rat poison. And personally, right now, this year especially, at least 90% of my net worth is in crypto, and there's a reason why. So why, if you compare Bitcoin to gold, I will say that Bitcoin is like digital gold. But if you compare the returns of Bitcoin versus gold, I will say it's accumulation to Bitcoin. because gold has probably just went up double digit, and Bitcoin, if I look into the 1 year ROI from 26 June 2023 until now, we are looking at 100% return. Yeah, it was in fact much higher, but recently there's a minor correction in the whole Bitcoin price. So that's the reason why I say that comparing gold to Bitcoin, they are the same. One is the digital version, but comparing the ROI is accumulation to Bitcoin.
Yeah, I know Bitcoin has gone up a lot, but one of the reasons why I really don't like Bitcoin is because there's a lot of scam out there. Like I think even you also, you gonna like people impersonate you. I also gonna people impersonate me. So previously I hear people talk about Bitcoin or crypto as like, oh, that's a digital currency, right? Or this thing is useful, so people will want to use it, and all this. But the problem is right now, the only place I'm seeing crypto being used in real life, as far as I see, in my real life, is being used to scam people because it's not going to a bank account, so it's hard to trace. So don't know where you transfer. So that is the use of Bitcoin right now. So right now, the way I look at it is like, this thing mana can invest one is just a lot of people speculate. It's sort of like a money game without a leader. One day, I don't know how. Actually, this is why I'm like not so sure about it, because I don't know whether there is somebody gonna pull the rug, since this thing like so many people buy it now. So maybe there's one guy has a lot of crypto, then one day he's just waiting on it. This guy waiting until the market cap very big, one shot, boom, capture all the money. What do you think?
So I think one of your skepticism is that a lot of scammers, they use Bitcoin as a medium for them to collect funds, and then they will just run away with these funds. Am I right to say that?
Yeah.
But don't there a lot of scammers also that run all these Ponzi schemes using ringgit? So my question is, why are you still using ringgit, and why do you still have faith in ringgit? Because if you look into the skepticism that you have right now is this: scammers are using Bitcoin to transact, but scammers are also using ringgit to transact. They're also using US dollar to transact. At 1MDB was using US dollar, so why are we using US dollar? So the thing right now is this: I think we have to separate out between what was being used as a medium of exchange and also the scam itself. So I do agree that there's a lot of scams in the market right now, and crypto, Bitcoin especially, is being used in a lot of scams. In fact, that's how Bitcoin started off, right? It was being used in the dark web. It was being used in the place where it was the darkest place in the dark web, where you could buy weapons, and if you buy weapons, you have to pay using Bitcoin. You want to call for prostitution, you pay using Bitcoin. So back then, Bitcoin started off that way. But today, I think Bitcoin is being used in so many different applications as well. If you go to the state of Miami, or there are certain countries like Salvador, you can actually use Bitcoin for payment. But to be very, very, very honest, I personally don't think that Bitcoin is suited for payment. Because if I were to use Bitcoin for payment, imagine if I go out and have a coffee, I want to buy a cup of coffee. After I buy, I click, I scan my QR code, I send my Bitcoin. I have to wait for 10 minutes to receive, for the merchant to receive money. So the Bitcoin network is extremely slow. It doesn't make sense at all to use it as payment. So I firmly believe that today, Bitcoin, the world, the way we look at it, is a digital store of value, a digital gold. Yeah. So back to your question now also is... Yep, sorry.
Is it now become something like when you buy Bitcoin, it's sort of like you have trust that other people also trust it, and it's like a spare money in case like something happened to your bank account or what, you still have this other store of money, something like gold, right? Like if war happened or what, you still have something where some people may be willing to exchange value for, and you just have faith in that. Is it the utility of Bitcoin now?
I think Bitcoin right now is just like gold, the digital version. So we use the recent one because just now you mentioned war. We mentioned, if you look into the whole Ukraine versus Russia war, which actually happened 2 years ago, if you wanted to help people in Ukraine, you cannot send your gold to Ukraine, but you could send your Bitcoin to Ukraine. So a lot of people, they were actually sending their Bitcoin to all these Ukrainians so that these Ukrainians had money to be able to spend, because their houses were being bombed, they lost everything. but at least they had their mobile phone. Because today we live in a world where if the fire comes, you don't try to save your passport, you bring your mobile phone along. Am I right? So most of these Ukrainians had their mobile phone. So because of that, people could send Bitcoin to them, and that actually saved them. So I firmly believe today Bitcoin is a digital gold, and the war in Russia has just proven a point.
Okay. So, okay, anyway, looking back at 11 years ago, you were stock investors as well, but also you invest in silver. So maybe right now that you're making this a comparison of Bitcoin with gold, it makes a bit of more sense why you like it, because last time you like silver a lot. So now this is like digital gold, more convenient things like that. But why you suddenly like, I see 90% of your net worth now, just now you say is in crypto. But previously you were like a value investor. What happened? Why you suddenly switch from stocks to focus on crypto?
So actually, it's not that I switched from stocks to crypto, because in the past, in my 20s, now I'm close to my 40. And that's why Meng Teck was saying that 11 years ago he attended my seminar, right? So I'm already 40. But if you look into a decade ago, right, when you first listened to my seminar, what I was doing was I was trading gold and silver. But then I was investing in stocks. But I was investing in Malaysian stocks back then. So I was working with clients with like Bursa Malaysia, CIMB Bank, Kenanga. But today, what I'm doing is this. I trade crypto, but I still invest into stocks. It's just that I no longer touch Malaysian stocks. I don't touch Malaysian stocks at all now. I only invest into the US market and the Hong Kong market. Yeah. So today my principle is still the same. So if you look into the switch that is happening, is I'm actually eliminating gold and silver from my portfolio. I'm going full force into crypto. For investing wise, I'm eliminating the Malaysian stocks and I'm going to the US and the Hong Kong stocks. Yeah. And why right now 90% of my net worth is in crypto? Because as a crypto investor, you only make big money once every 4 years. So if you spoke to me 1.5 years ago, 90% of my wealth was in stocks, only 10% crypto. But I know right now the bull run is here, so I'm actually liquidated most of my stocks to go full force into crypto for at least the next 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so last year you were heavily in stocks, and this year you are heavily in crypto, and you are looking forward for the next 1 year. Actually, guys, if you guys have been following Jonathan's Instagram, Jonathan, do you know what's your Instagram's link? Maybe we can post it here. I followed his
Let me
Instagram,
find
and I don't know whether he's trying to do it or purposely or what, but it's like I see his Instagram, I get fear of missing out. What is this guy doing? Like he buy, this is Jonathan's Instagram, and he share like just now I saw there's a machine. I don't know what machine is that, but I've been seeing that story. He met like the sort of like the businessman or the founder or the maker of the machine.
founder.
That machine is somehow tied to some crypto, and when it IPO, it shoot up like a lot, like few 100% or thousands of percent like that. And I'm like, is this something like the pre-IPO of crypto like that? And as far as I know, Jonathan buy quite a lot of it, man. That's why I'm like, wow, this guy is making so much money recently, huh? Anyway, later you explain more about that.
Sure,
But just now
sure.
you touch on a very interesting point. You say you trade crypto, but you invest in stocks. Can you share a little bit more? Like, so you also agree that like crypto is not something that we just can easily just close eye, buy and hold. We need to trade it. Is it? Maybe you share. Yeah.
So I came from a value investing background. So the way I invest is very much a fundamental analysis kind of investor. I tried doing that in crypto. And because I got into crypto around 2016, 2017 was a boom, 2018 was a big boom. But then what happened was I was using the whole stock market investor mindset in crypto, and I got burned very bad. So if there's one thing I noticed throughout my experience being around 8 years in crypto now, is the longer you stay in crypto, the more you will turn from an investor to become a trader. Because even if you tell yourself, I want to hold this for a long term, I believe in Bitcoin, I will hold for a long term. But when you have a big account, you have your big portfolio in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin crashed 70%, you suddenly wish that, oh my God, why the hell did I stick on when I knew that the market is going to crash? So that's the reason why I feel that it's very hard to become a crypto investor, a long-term investor, because the volatility is too crazy. And that's why today I'm more of a trader, crypto trader, than a crypto investor. But when it comes to money that I can park aside, I don't want to care about it, I just want to put aside, I still believe in stocks. As I mentioned to you, bought Google, bought some of these AI stocks, Microsoft, a few years ago. Recently, I bought Pepsi. And the reason is because I look at my overall portfolio allocation. I'm either in crypto or in AI. So I realized, like, oh my God, I'm so high risk. So I said I need some low risk assets. So I started looking into Pepsi, Coca-Cola, because I think it's quite undervalued. And then I actually bought Pepsi because I wanted to de-risk myself.
So guys, I want to share with you guys one thing. I remember Jonathan was asking me about NVIDIA, and he was looking into NVIDIA, but this is back in 2022, you know.
Yeah.
It's not even it's not even after the ChatGPT thing. So like, I don't know whether you bought, Jonathan, did you buy NVIDIA at the time?
I bought, but I sold because it was pumping, and then I sold. And then the next thing it did was it pumped around 3-4 times. I think it pumped 4 times. So I kind of regret it. Yeah. So today what I do is
he was saying like, oh, you know, these are NVIDIA and things like that, but I don't really understand much about NVIDIA, so I didn't really go and put too much attention. Oh my God, if I had bought it at that time. Jonathan, one thing I realized about Jonathan is he's someone very future. He looks about, that's why his company that he co-founded with another co-founder called Desmond Ong, it's called Future Trends. I think it's a very nice name. Especially saying like they like to invest in like future things. So just now, Jonathan said one thing, you know, he mentioned crypto is for trading. And this is something that he realized after like few years of investing in crypto. And this is something very important. I don't want you to miss it. This is very important. You need to make the distinction between trading and investing. Investing is something you can buy and hold, and it should grow over time steadily. So peace of mind. Trading is something that you go in, out, in, out. You need to know when to buy, when to sell. That's why Jonathan was saying about the cycle, because there's low cycle, up cycle, and you need to know when it's a good time to get in, when it's a good time to go out. Whereas with investing, a lot of people's idea of investing is like just buy and hold good stock, which is fine. However, actually a lot of people, right, when you try to invest or try to do trading, your expectation is you make money month after month. Like, wow, I buy, then slowly, you know, in a few weeks I make money. Actually, that is more like trading, not really investing. So you have to be clear, because the reason why people lose money is they try to do crypto, but then they go and say, I'm doing value investing, I'm doing fundamental analysis. Is there fundamental analysis? Yeah, maybe you can do a little bit, but you need to really be very clear. Like this thing, a big chunk of it, you need to apply more technical analysis, risk management, and use a more short-term approach. Then you can have a better profit with peace of mind. And you have to know whether this is suitable for you, because some of you, it's not suitable for you. Doing all this trading, you don't have time. You cannot take the volatility. Maybe you like something like Pepsi. You get what I mean? So first, you need to know what is your investment style. Okay, this is a little bit of plug to our upcoming 13 and 14 July offline event at Double3 KL. This is what you learn, how to find your investment style and use AI tools to profit from it. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. Okay. So, Alvin here say Bitcoin can apply dollar cost average. What's your thought on it? Or is there multiple strategies for Bitcoin?
Absolutely. If you do dollar cost averaging on cryptocurrency, I only believe that there's two cryptos that you can do it, right? One is Bitcoin and the other one is Ethereum. And then the rest don't even bother doing dollar cost averaging. But the question right now is this: if Bitcoin right now end of this year, assuming it pumps to, let's say, double from right now, let's say around 120,000, do you still want to continue dollar cost average when you know that when it's crash, it will crash 70%? Because generally, for Bitcoin to pump, it will also dump. The higher it pumps, the faster it dumps. So the question is, if Bitcoin is at, let's say, $150,000 right now, is at its peak, broke all-time high, will you still dollar cost average? I don't think you will. You will be very stupid to do so, because at the point of time is where everyone is buying, you should be selling. So I firmly believe that you got to identify that asset class, that strategy, that game plan that you're going in. Are you going in as a trader or are you going in as an investor? So yeah, for me, Bitcoin, I'll be a trader, not so much as an investor, because I know that when it dumps, it will dump 70%. So I will just take profit, sell, and then when it dumps, just buy later on.
So, is it like when market crash and it's super low, that's where you invest? But when it's high, the allocation that you buy with the future batch of your money is you're doing trading, where you buy high, sell higher. So you're very conscious, like when I'm buying now, is it for investment or is it for trading? Am I right?
Yep.
Okay, but then people say what halving lah, sort of like they can predict when exactly crypto go up. Actually, I'm super skeptical of this one. If you can predict, everybody rich already. Market always like to do like you predict this, I kasi you cow cow. So what is it now?
Yeah.
Where are we now?
I think what you are referring is what I call the Bitcoin halving. So Bitcoin halving works in a way where every 4 years, the miners that mine Bitcoin, they will receive half the amount of Bitcoin they're supposed to receive. And very often, 154 days after halving, Bitcoin price will start to pump. So this has been proven the past 3 times. So the halving has happened 3 times. Every time after halving, around 5 months later, you will see Bitcoin price will suddenly pump. Yeah. So this is what we the crypto traders are looking for. We are waiting right now because the halving actually happened around April 20th. And if I were to calculate 154 days, it should be around September, end of September.
I cannot talk to you, man. You make me FOMO, man. You make me feel missing out, man. When you talk, like how to open an account, man. Teach me how to open an account now. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So all 3 times in the past it shoot up.
Yeah, every time. And I think the rationale is very simple. Huh?
But why?
I think the rationale
Why
is very simple. Because the demand is getting higher. When the demand is getting higher, but the supply is getting lower. So it's pure economics, right? Low supply, higher demand, the price of this asset class will pump. So Imran is asking, but why is halving? So the Bitcoin algorithm works in a way where if you want to receive Bitcoin for free, you got to work for it. So how do you work for it? You have to solve a mathematical equation that will help the blockchain to work. So this is something that you got to learn in terms of what is blockchain, what is Bitcoin. So have you seen all these guys who buy all these machines and then they will have these machines to mine Bitcoin? Because how the mining really works is actually solving a mathematical equation. And then which machine is able to solve it, they will be able to receive the Bitcoin. So the algorithm of Bitcoin works in a way where every 4 years, all these miners, every 10 minutes when they solve a problem, the amount of the Bitcoin they receive will be reduced by 50%. Okay? So for example,
why
right
4
now,
years? Is it like 4 years, like a fixed time? It's a coding already fixed in
Yes,
Bitcoin, or
yes, I use the word algorithm because it's all being fixed in the code. So that's how the code works. Yeah. So no one today can tamper with the algorithm or the coding of the Bitcoin blockchain network. So because of this, the halving happens every 4 years. This year is the halving year. And the halving just took place 20th of April. Yeah. Who set the timeline? So until today, no one knows who is the founder of Bitcoin. Because the founder of Bitcoin, his pseudonym is called Satoshi Nakamoto. We still don't know whether is it a person or is it a group, but we all know that Satoshi Nakamoto has 1 million Bitcoin in his crypto wallet. and then the rest is for the rest of the world. Yeah. So since the guy created this whole thing, he just went missing. So until now, we still don't know, is it a guy or is it that there's a group of companies that came together to do this? We still don't know. Okay. So he has already coded everything in. Every 4 years, halving will take place. The amount of Bitcoin that miners will receive will be reduced by 50%. Yeah. Okay.
Do you think
Teng
possible?
Chun says,
Wow.
Teng Chun says, will it hit $1 million? You know
Where's
what? I got into Bitcoin where it was $3,000. Okay, I got into Bitcoin where it was $3,000. And if someone were to tell me that one day it will hit 100,000, at the point of time, 2016, 2017, I'll tell you impossible lah. Why 3,000 hit 100,000 in the next 10 years? But guys, it's almost 10 years already. And I do think, I actually do think this time around the bull run, Bitcoin will be able to hit 100,000. But $1 million, I think it will still take some time. Yeah. Edmund is saying the last time round is halving, but now with ETF, is there any big changes? Absolutely. So you know that Bitcoin ETF was launched in January this year. So it has been 6 months. So I think there's around 11 to 13 Bitcoin ETFs in US alone. And this group of ETFs, the guys who own it are Fidelity, BlackRock, and these guys. The current inflow to Bitcoin network through the ETF has already accounted close to 5% of the global Bitcoin supply. So which means the ETF holders now own around 5% of the global supply. Yeah, so I think the rules have changed, because in the past, 8 years ago when I was into crypto, the guys who bought Bitcoin are the nerds. Either they are nerds or they are doing something illegal, right? But today we are seeing companies like BlackRock going into Bitcoin. We are seeing companies like John Templeton, another value investor, now also going to Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So I do think that the rules have changed. Today the institutions are also coming in. So if you call this a musical chair, I will say that this is a very beautiful musical chair, because if you go into traditional assets like stocks, it's always the private bankers, the high net worth buy first. And then you and I, the retail investors, buy through IPO and buy on the floating market, right? But Bitcoin is separate. Bitcoin is the retail investors buy first, and then now BlackRock and John Templeton are coming into playing to join the game, right? So I think if you ask me, I prefer this game.
You see, the way I look at it, right? One resistance I have with buying crypto is because when I first started learning investing, it's value investing, and I went deep. You see, so many people went deep. So it's like very indoctrinated with value investing. This thing must have value. And then I keep on learning. You know, one thing the biggest resistance is if I lose money in crypto, it's hard for me to forgive myself. I should have known better. But then, with my 11 years investment experience, I've tried so many things. Actually, I don't mind doing trading with crypto, actually. If I have an easy way to do it, because I open up an account, all this, I don't know how much. Maybe you can teach me. But if I can do it easily, actually, I don't mind trading them. Trading, is very hard for me to buy and hold. But fun story, I think I made some money from crypto by experimenting with NFT, by experimenting with buying Bitcoin previously, and I forgot about them. And if I open up the app, if I remember the password, all this, I can probably make money from them. Yeah, interesting. So there are a lot of questions here about crypto and about what you think Bitcoin, how many Bitcoin should we have for retirement, and about Sam Bankman-Fried. But maybe I will just ask you, crypto, right? This space, I feel is quite difficult. Going back to stock versus crypto, it's quite difficult for us to know what's real, what's fake, because not just crypto is being used in scam. There are a lot of scam crypto. Not just the crypto is a scam and pump and dump, but even the platform also scam or some. So how do we navigate this? And I think stock, one good thing, beauty with stock is people say like crypto, they like it because it's unregulated. Actually, regulated is good for the user. Right? At least they will check whether you are proper. Are you trying to scam people? All this. At least there are some measures, right? So what's your thought on it?
So I think first thing, if you guys are going to crypto, the first thing you have to be very careful is which platform are you using. So when I first invested 8 years ago, none of these platforms were being regulated. In fact, around 8 years ago, Binance wasn't even founded. So when I first invested, Binance wasn't even founded. But just today, as we speak, Binance just got the Vala license. Vala license is basically the virtual assets license in Dubai. So we are starting to see a lot of crypto exchanges being regulated, and most of the time it's either US or Dubai, right? I won't invest into any regulated exchanges in Malaysia because most of the coins in these regulated exchanges in Malaysia, like Luno and tokenized, most of these coins are zombie coins, except Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. And I call them zombie coins means they are coins that was founded long time ago. Right now, nobody trades them anymore. That's why you look at the price is dead, right? Coins like Ripple or Polkadot, all these coins are dead. Yeah. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you choose the right platform. So you want to use Binance, you can, but as a Malaysian, you cannot lock in. So you want to go into platforms like the one I'm using is actually called Bybit, right? I actually use Bybit. I also have few other exchanges that I use. I've used a total of 7 exchanges, and there's a reason why I need so many exchanges. So first of all, you look for the right exchange first. Then the next thing I think you guys, if you guys want to look into crypto, is this. You guys just now, Meng Teck, you said that most of the crypto are scams. I also agree that 90% of crypto are scams. So what I do is this. I actually learned this in stock market. So many years ago, I actually watched this show on Netflix. It's the show about this scam company in Germany. I forgot the name of the company, but the name of the movie is called Scandal. Skandal. If you guys later on, you guys have Netflix, go and watch this show called Scandal. Yeah, Scandal. Skandal, Netflix.
Oh, SKAN.
Yeah, the name of the company is called Wirecard. Wirecard. Yeah. So the name of the company is called.
Not SCANDAL, it's SKANDAL.
Skandal. Okay. So the name of the company is called Wirecard. So what happened was a group of people actually noticed that this company is a scam. So they shorted the company and then they made hell lots of money. Okay.
Okay.
So when I first watched, yeah.
What is shorting first? Explain, because some people don't know what is shorting. Some very newbie.
Shorting means you buy that, it will go down lah. If it goes down, you make money. If you short it but the market goes up, you lose money. Right? So your goal is you want to short it, hope that it goes down and you make money.
Yeah. Okay. A lot of people only know how to make money when the thing that they look at go up. Right? That's a traditional. But guys, just for your information, there are ways where you can make money. Let's say a stock or crypto go down, you can also make money. The more it go down, the more you make. And that's through one of the ways is called shorting. But you need to know how to do it properly. Yeah. Continue your story, Jonathan.
Yeah. So when I first saw that movie on Netflix, Scandal, and then I saw how these guys were making so much money shorting the market, shorting this stock, Scandal, I thought to myself, in stock market, having scam stocks crashing like 90% in a week, right, is quite rare. Whenever you see something like this, you will always see it in the news. I think earlier this year, we saw like 3 companies that was crashing like 30% because of that whole warehousing issue that syndicate have, right? That guy had, right? But in crypto, almost every week, you see cryptocurrencies dropping 90%. So in my opinion, it's an easy way to play the game. If you don't come in trying to look into cryptocurrency like a lottery platform, like a lottery casino, right? Because lottery means you're hoping to put $1 and out of 1,000 coins, one of them will make money. But what if you have the skill to be able to identify which one are the scams? You go and look for the scams and then you short it. When the thing crash, you make money. Yeah. So I want you guys to know in crypto, there's a lot. And this is what I do every single day. I'm looking for scams. The scam ones, I short it. The good ones, I will buy and then I hold. Yeah, that's my strategy.
It's I'm just curious. Do you actually could it be you make more money from shorting stocks or than longing stock? Longing not stock. Shorting crypto than longing crypto.
There's season, yeah, so there's seasons. So doing a
Wow.
bear market means when most of the crypto companies are coming down, all these scam coins will actually crash faster. So when they crash faster, I actually make way more money shorting these cryptocurrencies during the bear market. But right now when this is a bull market, is you have to be more careful because usually in a very bullish market, most of the bullshit coins will also pump, right? So you have to be very careful. So what we do is because in crypto market is more transparent. It's more transparent than stocks, in my opinion. It's more transparent than stocks. I can even see when syndicates are buying, when there's a group of Turkish or a group of Koreans are buying. I can look into all this data, and then from this data, I can actually make a decision whether is this a syndicate that is pumping the cryptocurrency. And then if I notice there's a syndicate doing it, I will actually prepare to go and short it.
Wow. That's very interesting. Well, I mean, that is one sounds easy if you know how, because like scams sometimes can be quite obvious, right?
Yeah,
And when
absolutely.
you go down, it's like go down very fast. I want to
Yeah.
learn more from you, man. I see a lot of questions about platform here. Um, do you have any pointers? How can people avoid the wrong platform? Because I don't know what is the right platform, and there are many people talking about platform. What platform you use to short? Like what are the platforms? Yeah. Are you able to see the comment one? Actually, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, what's your thought
Yes,
on
yes, I can see. Okay, so if you want to look into the world largest exchange, it will be Binance. But the one I'm using is actually Bybit because Binance is being banned in Malaysia. I have to use VPN to access Binance, so it's very troublesome. So I actually use Bybit. I actually have other exchanges as well, like BingX. I have BigGet, KuCoin. Yeah, I have few other exchanges as well. Yeah.
What do we have to be like avoid? What kind of platform should we avoid? Do you have any like pointers? Not may not be the names, but like what are the characteristics? If you see this, I have to be extra cautious. Go on.
Sure. Why don't I teach you guys how to do this, right?
Wow.
Maybe I can just present something. I can
Guys,
present
for
something here.
information, this session is only about 1 hour. So we have about 15 minutes with Jonathan.
Yeah.
And I really like just sharing a lot now.
Yeah. So if you go to this website, it's called skynet.certic.com. You go to exchanges, you can see like any countries, you have different ratings, right? So like Binance is a double A rating, Coinbase is a double A rating, Kraken is a 1A, this is a A. So I'm actually using the fourth exchange in terms of the safest exchange to use. Yeah. So I also have like Biget, I also have Maxi. Yeah. So I do have different exchanges. So all these are the different exchanges that you guys can look into. Just now I saw someone is asking about an exchange that I've never heard before. Now, if I'm full time into this, if I hear an exchange that I never even heard before, right, I can almost guarantee it's a scam lah. Yeah, because I'm full time into this. I travel around the world to look into this. Yeah, so to give you a tip, this is a very good platform that you guys can use. I'm gonna post it on the comment box that you guys can look into. In terms of the security score of these exchanges, right? I hope this helps.
Guys, if there's one thing the biggest takeaway I have about crypto here is crypto is very volatile. Okay. And because of volatility, it may not be for everyone. Especially if you have no time, you just want to chincai buy, it's very dangerous. However, if you know how to play it, because of the volatility, it's very fun. Am I right to say that, Jonathan?
I think it's more than fun. What I want to do is I always want to remove my emotions from the market because when it becomes fun, it actually becomes a gamble. It becomes a speculation. So what I tend to do is I like to trade based on data. Yeah. So what I do every single day is I'm constantly looking for what are the other ways that I can have an unfair advantage versus other traders. And using data, I'm able to make better decisions.
And some people say, right, because in crypto, you are not like in stock market, you're competing with the fund manager. They study so much, they have all this data research, software. But in crypto, you are a lot of the time you're competing with others, retailer, a lot of the time amateur investors. So that's what makes it maybe easier if you know how. Is it correct?
In the past, it worked that way. In the past, when I trade, I'm actually competing against all the other traders. So it's like a zero-sum game against other traders. But today, the market has shifted. Today, the market has shifted in a way where venture capitals are also in crypto. You're also seeing family funds are also in crypto. You're also seeing BlackRock is also in crypto. So I would say that the rules of crypto have changed quite significantly. It's starting to look a bit more like stock market. But I want you guys to know, the moment it looks exactly like stock market, the opportunity is over. You must well just invest into stocks. The reason why today I'm still able to make quite okay profits is because there's still a lot of inefficiency in crypto markets. And if you're able to learn about these inefficiencies in the market, you will tend to be able to gain better profits.
Okay, this is the last question that we're gonna take today, guys. If you enjoy listening from Jonathan and you find he's like very good at sharing, and you want to learn more from him, type in a love in the chat box. If one thing I get from this conversation is, if you want to trade crypto, you really need to know what you're doing. Otherwise, you can get burned very easily. And Jonathan, I met him like 2 years ago when he just started, like 1 or 2 years, your future trend back then. And back then they were
Yep.
not that big. But I look at the growth that they have in this past 2 years. Now they are flying around, going to Dubai, having students from all over the place, like really amazing. So, Jonathan, what's your thought on AI robot in crypto?
So now, when you ask about AI robot in crypto, you have to bear in mind that I'm a crypto trader, but at the same time, my academic education is actually computer science. So my
Wow.
academic education is actually computer programming. Okay. Now, when it comes to programming, there's one word, or whether it's AI, whether we call it machine learning, there's one word called garbage in, garbage out. If you feed the robot with garbage, you will get garbage, right? So that's the reason why you have to learn how to use ChatGPT. Because if you don't know how to ask questions, you will get garbage answers. Now, you have to remember this. Crypto is very, very young. The only crypto that's 10 years old that is surviving today is Bitcoin. Even Ethereum is not 10 years old yet. So, how can you feed quality data to the AI robot to trade for you? So, you got to ask yourself that question. So, in my opinion, all these AI robots in crypto in the market are scams. And why I say so is because I tried to do it myself. I tried to go to Nasdaq. Just to let you guys know, Nasdaq is also in crypto. Yeah, Nasdaq also have a division that sells crypto data. Okay, so I actually spoke to Nasdaq. I spoke to the exchanges. I wanted to get the data. I spoke to programmers, and I couldn't do an AI robot for trading crypto. You can do it for forex market, but not all markets as well. You can do it for certain stocks, certain commodities, but crypto is impossible because the data is too new. So when it's too new, you can't get very quality way of analysis for them to trade for you. So in fact, at this point of time, most of those guys who are doing AI bot trading, they are not really AI bot trading. They are just trading indicators. But because AI right now is a hype word, a lot of them are just using AI to market to you. So you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful. I believe that AI is the future, but you have to be very careful on who are the real deals who understand AI versus who are the fake deals that are just using AI as a marketing tool. Right. So for me, what I do every single day, I believe in AI. I invest a lot into AI companies, AI cryptos as well. And I want to focus on the right ones. Yeah. Don't try to I think the market, especially in Malaysia, is a lot of people are very greedy and very lazy. When they see something that can make money for me and when I do nothing, they jump into it. And that's why they get burnt. Okay. So I think it's very important for you to identify that everything that you do needs effort, right? You need effort to research, you need effort to do analysis. Then the rewards will come. Okay. So I hope I answered your question about all these AI robots in crypto.
Amazing. Okay, guys, we only have 10 minutes left with Jonathan. So if you want to learn more from Jonathan, I have an amazing news for you. Actually, Jonathan is really very supportive of me. I'm very grateful of that because he very seldom appear in offline event in person. But this 13 and 14 July, on 14 July, Jonathan will come to my offline event at Double3 KL on 14 July. The first session itself is his session, and he's gonna come and speak more. Actually, just now when he mentioned like AI crypto, I'm like, what is that? I haven't heard of that. Super interesting. And in this 2 days event, you're gonna discover your investment style because just like this team that we are talking about here, first you want to invest in stock, crypto, you need to know what is the right platform to use. When you come to this 2 days event, we will teach you how to open stocks platform, license in Malaysia one, so that you can easily get started. Number two, you need to know what is your investment style. Can you do long term? Can you do short term? And based on your investment style, you see which is more suitable for you, whether it's crypto, whether it's stocks, whether it's options. This will be shared in this 2 days event as well, whether it's value investing, whether it's swing trading, which is trading, right? And actually, I think I invited like one of the best guests today, which is Jonathan, because he's also very into AI stocks. Before we start this live sharing, behind the scene, we were talking about AI stocks. Me and him, I think we can talk like way longer about AI stocks. When you come to this event, we will talk a lot about AI stocks in these 2 days, as well as AI tools used to analyze stocks. And maybe, we can ask whether Jonathan can share a little bit about AI crypto also during his session. And you also be able to ask him session live, be able to see him in person, and it's super amazing. And the price to join this 2 days event is now already 128 ringgit. However, when you register today, I want to give you an amazing deal. Only for people that watch this live sharing and you register today, actually, in fact, you register right now, just put in your name, right? Just go here, click secure my seat, put in your full name, email, and phone number. Anybody that do it right now, I will give you a 24-hour window where from now until tomorrow night, 9 p.m., you can secure the ticket at the early bird price, the previous price, which is 98 ringgit only. That would be only available for the next 24 hours. And this comes together with two bonus. One is satisfaction guarantee. We put this because we are absolutely certain that you will love what you learn in these 2 days. My goal is very simple. As long as at the end of these 2 days, you are very clear AI is the future, how to profit from it, and what is the right investment style for you so that you use the right strategy to profit from it, I think I've done a good job. Because this AI is a 10-year trend, and it's very important for you to learn it now. So that's why we put that satisfaction guarantee. And in case you last minute cannot come, this ticket is also transferable to your friend. So secure your ticket now at the special discounted price, because otherwise, next week on 1st of July, it's going to increase some more to 188 ringgit. So now is the cheapest price that you can get. All right. Thank you everyone for joining our sharing. Type in love if you enjoy Jonathan's session so far. Malati, I think she already secured ticket. Good. That's why she says, see you in 2 weeks, Jonathan. How many of you already secured ticket? Just wondering if you already secured the ticket, type in see you or type in see you. If you secure the ticket already, that we will see you in the offline event, type in see you. Right? Very looking forward to this session. To me, it's a very meaningful. It's a 10-year anniversary, and yeah, man. Any last words?
That's quite a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of supporter here. And I think a lot of people are looking forward to listen to your sharing. Okay, Jonathan, do you have anything you want the audience to remember about crypto or what you are doing before we call it a day?
I think not so much of what I'm doing, but more of the audience. I want you guys to know right now. I think most of the audience in this session is Malaysian, right? Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah. So to ask this question, because I'm not very often in Malaysia. I'm in Malaysia right now, but like next week I'll be in Dubai. After that, Singapore. I'll be flying back for this event. Then after that, I'll be in Korea. So I feel that in Malaysia right now is a lot of people, they are using a lot of the old traditional mindset of thinking, even including investing. So today's world is changing very, very fast. We are already seeing AI is going to replace a lot of jobs. It might replace your job. It might replace your business. I think at this point of time, it's very important for you guys to understand AI, what is happening around the world, so that you will know what are the opportunities and what are the crises that's coming ahead, so that if you're an investor and trader, you know where to put your money. And then even for your career and for your business, you know what to do. So I think that is very important. My last one final word, it will be the world is changing very fast. If you don't change, you will be changed. So I really look forward to see you guys in 2 weeks' time. Okay, and
Wow.
thanks Meng Teck for having me here.
No, thanks for purposely flying back. I didn't know that. Wow, guys. If you want to learn from Jonathan in person, betul one. The last time I see him do an in-person event is almost like a year ago, man. So, guys, if you want to join, you want to see him in person, this is a super rare opportunity. So, come secure your ticket. Anyone that register right now, we're gonna send you some special way to enroll because the price is already 128. So we're gonna send you a special way to enroll so that you can get the early bird price. Go ahead to theinvestorsday.com/live special, register, and as long as you complete the purchase within the next 24 hours, you will still get the early bird price. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening. Good night. Bye-bye.